The ball is up, and it is tipped, and Lincoln County controls. Maddie Boyle into the back court and will take it up into the front court. Wayne County opens up in a man-to-man defense. Boyle just across half court. Will try to get a high screen. Doesn't use it. Angles to the right. Gets deep. Now kicks it over to Emma King. King drives. Gets in the paint. Shot off the glass. Won't go. Battle for the rebound. Out of bounds. And it will stay with the Lady Patriots. And Emma King got a good look there, Tim. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, and I like the way they hit the offensive glass that time too, Kevin. Knocked it off of a Wayne County player. Godby to inbounds it.
Inbounds it into King. Gets it back to Godby in the corner. Now to Maddie Boyle. Long three from the right wing. Good.
Good start for Lincoln County's Maddie Boyle to hit the three.
Good ball movement by the Lady Patriots, and Boyle buries the open three, and that's a score here. 30 seconds into the game, and Lincoln County with a trap. Wayne County breaks it. They get it back to the middle of the floor to Bell. Bell goes up. She is fouled. Godby right there took the blocking call, and that will send Ashton Bell to the free throw line for two. Now, Lincoln County's going to try to turn Wayne County over, and Tim, Lincoln County's been susceptible to, once the team breaks the pressure of giving up buckets and fouling.
I asked Coach McWhorter this morning about Maddie Boyle's knee, and she said what happened was it kind of popped out of place like we talked in pregame as the first free throw's good. And I don't see her wearing a brace, but all of the Lady Pates wear the long spandex-type pants underneath, so the pants are tight there as well to help on that knee pressure.
First free throw hit, second one missed. 3-1 your score, 7:15 remaining in the first. Boyle into the front court. King out there with her, and Boyle will balance the floor to the middle. Again, man-to-man defense from Wayne County. Boyle off to the left. Now gives it off to Jenna King on the right wing. Tried to get it down low. It was kicked by Megan Burchett, so it'll stay. Lady Cardinals, and here comes Lincoln County's full court press. They're going to allow the ball to get inbounded to Blevins in the corner, down the sideline, lobs it into the front court, off the hands and out of bounds of Hannah Jackson. So Lincoln County's press pays dividends on the turnover. 6:52 to go in the first. Lady Patriots with a 3-1 lead and the basketball. In the backcourt to Boyle, she'll walk it into the front. Wayne County's going to be content to play half-court defense, at least for the moment. Boyle into the front court at the volleyball line. Crosses over, gets by her man, goes all the way to the rack and lays it in.
Nice move on the crossover. Shot up and in. Good.
5-1 your score. And a turnover in the backcourt as Boyle able to strip it away. Tried to bounce it down to Emma King. It was stolen back by Burchett. Burchett stepped out of bounds, so Lincoln will get the ball after the turnover, and that full court press really taking its toll.
Yeah, Lincoln County well known for that. They've done it about all year.
And there's the inbounds to Wilkes. She lays it in and is fouled. That's twice that Caitlin Wilkes has gotten loose underneath on the inbounds pass, and this time Wilkes able to connect by laying it off the glass. That is the first team foul and the first foul on Macy Blevins. And the N1 opportunity for Caitlin Wilkes. 6:27 to go in the first, and Wilkes' free throw makes it 8-1.
Hot start for the Lincoln County Lady Pates. That's what they needed.
Here comes the full court pressure. Blevins tries to break it, lobs it now into the front court to Bell. Bell swings it over the left side to Jackson. Three-point shot, no good. That was Burchett, and rebounded by Wayne County, but thrown away, and Godby now tied up in the backcourt by Taylor Bell, and the possession arrow favors the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, I thought Coach McWhorter probably wanted an over-the-back call that time as Bell came over Logan Godby's shoulder to tie her up, but back to Wayne County.
Wayne County inbounds it, going to fake a three, drive, crossover, dribble, loses a handle on it, tried to throw it out to the wing, and it's thrown out of bounds. Ashton Bell lost the handle on it, was trying to, in a desperate kick it out to Macy Blevins. It goes out of bounds. Lincoln County basketball. 2 minutes gone here in the first. 8-1 your score. Lady Patriots with the ball and the lead. Emma King with it left wing. Skip pass over the right wing to Godby. Out top now to Boyle. Boyle drives and is cut off. Steps back. Now she'll fire a three from the wing. It's off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Taylor Bell. Bell gets it over to Jackson. Jackson into the front court, right side. 3 on the way, short. And rebounded by Emma King. Ball loose and picked up by Logan Godby. Godby into the front court. Long bounce pass to Emma King. Lays it up and in.
Great job by the senior Logan Godby that time to take the ball and then get it down and find King for the bucket.
10-1 your score. It's actually Jenna King who battled for that original rebound. 5.5 to go here in the first. Lincoln up 10-1. Jackson with it right side. Now gives it out top to Taylor Bell. Bell at the jump circle. Now works it in. Tried to give and go, or tried the backdoor cut to Jackson and got it to go. The bounce pass was pretty high, but Jackson able to haul it in. Lincoln quickly the other way. Skip pass, right side. Jenna King fakes a 3. Drives, goes up, shot is blocked, and she's fouled. I like what I see right now of Lincoln County driving and getting to the rim and either hitting free throws or getting fouled or both.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Kevin, they had a great free throw shooting night against them the first time as Lincoln County connected on 14 out of 18 that night.
First foul on Ashton Bell, team's second. Jenna King's first free throw good, her first point of the night. Lincoln County up 11-3, 5:04 to go in the first.
We traded officials with the 5th region, the same thing that we do every year. Lincoln County will see the 5th region here tonight, and our 12th region officials are at the 5th region tournament.
I would say you've seen a lot of basketball in the 12th region from these officials, and I think they've done an excellent job. Wayne County quickly the other way. These get it down. The shot was no good by Blevins, but rebounded by Bell. They give it over to Burchett. Burchett in the corner. Excuse me, that's Blevins. Now they're going to get it back down to Blevins down low. Tries to go up in traffic. Shot no good. Ball tipped around and controlled by Maddie Boyle. Long down court pass to Emma King. King stopped, faked the 3, and shuffled her feet.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I think she was so quick to put the dribble down to drive around her man that the referee thought that she walked, but didn't see it that time.
And the inbounds pass is tipped away by Jenna King. Controlled. Shot is up and no good, and there's King going back.
Not the prolific scorer that her sister is, but does so many things well for the Lady Pates. Gets into passing lanes, plays great defense, and just does a great job as a senior for the Lady Pates.
First free throw is good. Second one is good as well. Lincoln County up 14-3, so an 11-point lead. Lincoln just stretching it out now. And again, Lincoln really challenging Wayne County in this full court press. Knock that out of bounds. It'll still be Wayne County basketball. 14-3 with 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. They get it in the corner and now down the sideline to Jackson. Jackson in the middle of the floor. Now they get it in the front court to Burchett. Burchett will swing it back out top to Blevins, and Wayne County will set the offense to Taylor Bell on the left wing. Puts her dribble down right side to Ashton Bell. Faked the 3 and thought better of it. Wilkes out there on her. Now they get it to the top of the key to Hannah Jackson. Jackson right side to Burchett. Burchett tries to get it down low and does. Ashton Bell got behind the defense, and Burchett found her with a pass. Bell scores halfway through the first quarter, 14-5. Lincoln on top with the ball. Boyle in the corner to Jenna King. Ball fakes, drives baseline, and 3 seconds called on Lincoln County, and that'll be a turnover.
The Wayne County is running the backdoor cut a lot on Lincoln County, Kevin. The 2 buckets that they have been backdoor cuts.
And quickly they break the pressure and get it down low to Ashton Bell, who lays it in. So Bell with 4 quick points and 5 on the night, and cut it the lead down to 14-7 with 3:38 to go. Lincoln County on the drive. That's Emma King with the drive, gets the bucket to go, and the foul on Hannah Jackson. See if they count that bucket. They should.
They did. They counted the buckets to go to the and one. And what have we said all year long, Kevin? We're seeing the continuation further and further out on the floor than we ever have.
And Tim, I think a lot that's due to some officiating, but I also think it's largely due to the fact that teams are driving more now than they did in previous years, and there's just a lot more paths to the basket and a lot more times for players to get fouled on their trip to the basket. Second free throw was the and one free throw no good, batted out of bounds, controlled by Wayne County now. They'll have it in the front court. Over to Ashton Bell. Bell drives baseline, reverse layup blocked by Wilkes. Rebounded by Emma King. King on the run. Down the right side. Steps back. Throws a lob to her sister Jenna. One bounce and dribble. Lays it in.
Nice job, King to King.
Jenna King with 6 points. It's 18-7 with 3:12 to go. Wayne still breaking the pressure this time. Now they get to the front and got it in the front court and then threw a pass to a streaking Ashton Bell. Emma King a little too aggressive defensively. That's her first and the team's second.
Don't forget, going on down to Lincoln County Public Library, Explore Tech. Be sure to get down there and check them out tomorrow.
Wayne County gets it in. Blevins with it in the corner. Now swings it out top to Burchett. Burchett on the left wing, holding it. Now gets it back to Blevins. Blevins back to Burchett. Burchett directing traffic. 2:50 to go in the first. Lincoln County leading 18-7. To the high post to Bell. Bell picks up her dribble, hands over to Blevins. Blevins dumps it down low. Gets it back, tried to throw it out top, picked off by Emma King.
Nice.
Lincoln County on the run. Left side, Boyle fakes three, drags foot, called for the walk, turns it over.
It's twice that Lincoln County's been called for that tonight. Once on Emma King, that time for Maddie Boyle. And they do that shot fake, and then they put the feet down, and they call them for a travel.
Hannah Jackson into the front court, gets it to Ashton Bell. Bell in the corner in a trap. Tried to throw it in there, and it was kicked around and finally got out to Blevins. Three on the way, good.
First three-pointer for them tonight, yes.
Macy Blevins makes the score 18-10 with 2:15 to go in the first. Boyle into the front court. Lincoln with the lead of the ball. King out top, left side now to Sutherland. Sutherland, three-man weave, gives it over to Boyle. Boyle back to Jenna King, right side dribbles. Tried to get it down to Wilkes. It was kicked away by Burchett, and it will stay with the Lady Patriots, and Shearer will check in, and she will replace Maddie Boyle with 2:03 to go here in the first quarter. Lincoln County by 8.
Lincoln County's led the entire way. They've led by as many as 11.
Swinging around, Sutherland with it. They get it over to Emma King. King tries to get it into Wilkes. Tough pass. Wilkes battles for it, and then she's fouled. And that's going to go against Blevins, I believe. And that will be her second and the team's fifth. Blevins can't believe it. Ill-advised pass that time. Maybe tried to force it down to Wilkes when she wasn't open, and Wilkes did a nice job of battling for it.
And she was up the lane, too. She wasn't down very deep.
Inbound to Wilkes, down to Shearer. Shearer down low to King. King turns and puts it in.
Nice.
Emma King had a man in her face and laid that in. 6 points for the sophomore, and it's 20-10. Lincoln on top. Wayne breaks the pressure, tried to throw it down low to a streaking Hannah Jackson, but Jenna King able to retreat and bust up that pass. It'll stay with the Lady Cardinals.
Really like the active hands on defense.
Wayne gets the ball in. They swing it around the horn, top of the key now. Taylor Bell down the right side, gives it out top to Ashton Bell. Bell puts a dribble down over to Blevins. Blevins fakes, drives, gets to the free throw line, kicks it back. Bell three is good.
Look out. They can hit them.
Taylor Bell with her first bucket of the night. 20-13 with 1:15 to go here in this first quarter. Jenna King tried to bounce it down. It's the third time somebody's tried to bounce it down low to Wilkes. So you can see what Lincoln County's trying to do, but Wayne County very active with their feet. Fortunately, when they kick it, Lincoln County retains possession.
So it's a 7-point lead right now with 1:10 to go. The Lady Pates have led by 11. Wayne County making a little run.
Shear to trigger it in, gets it to King. Behind the screen, lobs it down low to Jenna King. Shot off the glass, good.
Nice job from King to King. That's the second time we've seen it tonight.
Emma King with 6 points, Jenna King with 8, and it's 22-13. Wayne quickly the other way, bounce it down low, shot off the glass and in. As Hannah Jackson got behind the defense, good bounce pass.
Got to get back on defense. Wayne County beat the Lady Pates down the floor that time.
Shearer drives, gets to the baseline, kicks it over. Emma King, three on the way, back iron, no good. Offensive rebound by Sutherland, turn, put back, it rims out. Wilkes with an offensive board and put back.
Great job. Two different offensive glass that time, and Caitlin Wilkes puts the second one up and in good.
5 points for her, 24-15. Wayne quickly the other way. There's a ball fake, a drive, a Euro step, and a travel. So that was not a Euro step, that was a Euro step, skip, and hop. 25. Went to the basket. She's fouled by Shearer. The bench did not like the call on Shearer. That's her first and the team's third. It's going to send Ashton Bell to the free throw line for two, but bad pass on one end and then compounded with a foul on the other and sending Bell to the free throw line.
Ella Mae Curlis listens to us tonight from Stanford, Kentucky, not down in Bradenton, Florida, where I'm sure Richard and Sheila are listening to us tonight.
I think I actually saw them walk in.
Oh, did you see Richard and Sheila here?
I did.
All right. Well, I take that shout out back then.
The shout in. Get it down low to to Sutherland after the free throws were missed by Bell. So Sutherland and Lincoln County quickly the other way, and they hit a cutting Sutherland. She's fouled, so she'll go to the free throw line for 2, and that foul goes against Taylor Bell. That's her first and the team's 6th. And Tim, 7.4 seconds to go in the first, and from here on out, Lincoln County will be in the bonus.
In the first quarter. And we didn't see this many fouls almost the entire game for the boys' game the other night.
First free throw from Sutherland is good. It's 25-15. Second free throw on the way, and it rattles home. So Sutherland with 2 points, and Lincoln County back up by 11. Quickly into the front court, Blevins gets it over. Shot on the way from the three-point line. No good. Sutherland rebound, and that's the way the first quarter will end. A good one for Lincoln County, leading 26-15. Court angles off to the right, gives over to Gabi to the high post to Sutherland. Ball fakes, drives, goes in. Little runner from Haley Sutherland, give her 4 points, and Lincoln County now by 13. Largest lead of the night. Again, Wayne County breaks the pressure. That's Bell. Bell tried to get it down low, stolen away by Godby. Godby down the middle of the floor. Angles to the right, back to the middle. Stops at the three-point line over to Boyle on the left side. To the high post, Sutherland dumps it down low to Wilkes. Wilkes shot blocked from behind, but she's fouled. And, Tim, if that's on Ashton Bell, that'll be her third.
So number 20. Hey, talking about Haley Sutherland hitting the last shot, I talked with our good friends, some of our friends from Wayne County just a second ago, and they said that Coach Piles was really concerned about Haley Sutherland, talking about, what a game she had against them the last time. She only had the 6 points, but, talking about her athleticism and the way she defended. So the Coach Piles was concerned about Sutherland. She hit the last bucket there, and Lincoln County has the lead now, their largest lead of the night at 13. Coach Piles called a quick timeout, gives us a chance to talk about Little Caesars Pizza in the Lincoln Plaza. Pizza hot and ready for you. Be sure to go down and check them out whenever you need something hot and ready. Check out the breadsticks, check out the wings, check out the cheesy bread. Little Caesars Pizza hot and ready for you in the Lincoln Plaza.
Lincoln County up 28-15, just underway here in this second quarter. Wilkes going to be at the free throw line for 2, and good little high-low post action there from Sutherland at the free throw line, dumping it down low to Wilkes. So Sutherland has shown that she can ball fake and drive. She's shown that she can hit the runner, and now showing that she can ball fake and dump it down. So I think that shows why Coach Tim Piles was concerned about Sutherland.
Wilkes hits the first one and the second one.
Both free throws are good for Wilkes. 7 points for that sophomore. Lincoln County up by 15, doubling up the Lady Cardinals at 30-15. And Burchett trying to break the pressure, gets down the right side, picks up a dribble out top now to Bell with those 3 fouls, and now back over to Blevins. Blevins left side now to Taylor Bell. Goes left, kicks it in the corner. 3-point shot on the way. Good. Lincoln County collapsed and couldn't get out to Hannah Jackson quick enough, and she just scored her 7th point with 1 minute gone in the second. It's 30-18.
And they know Wayne County's very capable of hitting them.
Over to Godby, guarded closely to get it to the high post, and Burchett came over the top. That'll be her first foul, the team's 8. So again, Haley Sutherland paying dividends here with the hard cut. And Burchett just realized, hey, Sutherland, if she gets the ball, she's dangerous. I'm going to try to deny her the basketball. And a nice job by Sutherland in that time to seal her off.
2 more fouls, and Lincoln County will be in the double bonus for the rest of the half. But going back to Wayne County's last possession, Lincoln County closes out a lot of times on the three-pointers, and they were running to get to the three-pointer that time. Just couldn't get there in time, and you can't give them that much time to get the shot off.
Sutherland buries the first free throw. 5 points for her. She'll get a second. With 6:55 to go in the second quarter, 31-18, Lady Patriots on top. Second free throw coming, and it's short. Rebounded by Emma King as she went in the corner to get it. King drives in, fades it back out. Boyle 3 on the way. Back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound, and there's Wilkes after Sutherland tapped it. They tried to get down low to Emma King. King goes in and traveled.
And she was fouled well before that shot, though. When the entrance pass went down low, There was a girl draped all over her like a cheap set of curtains, and she should have been fouled that time.
Wayne County with the basketball, trailing 31-18, and Bell traveled. Actually, I was going to say she got away with it, but the late whistle negated that as Taylor Bell traveled right at midcourt. So there's another turnover forced by the Lincoln County press. 6:35 to go in the second quarter. Lincoln on top 31-18.
Shout out to Greg Snow listening to us tonight. He says, come on, let's go Lady Pates. They're up 31-18 right now, Greg.
Boyle at the jump circle. Angles to the left. Now we'll back it back out, and Lincoln basically standing still. They're looking to the bench to see what's going to be called, and now they kind of spring to action over to Emma King on the left side. Skip pass on the right side now to Logan Godby. Godby puts a dribble down, back to Boyle. Boyle drives, goes in, goes through two players, can't get it to go. Wilkes offensive put back, it's no good. Tapped around and controlled by Blevins. Blevins quickly up the floor.
Oh, that was a turnover.
To Jackson, thought she turned it over, and now she does as she tries to throw it down low, picked off by Emma King. King down the middle of the floor, gives it over to Maddie Boyle, who lays it in.
Nice fast break. Emma King got right to the center of the court, dished it to the right for the PBK bank shot for Boyle.
And Wayne quickly breaks the pressure. Blevins' layup is good. Lincoln County not getting back defensively. Can't celebrate buckets if you're going to give up buckets. 33-20 with 5:34 to go in the second quarter. Boyle gets it to the high post to the top of the key to Wilkes. Wilkes back to Boyle on the left side. Boyle angles off to the left, trying to penetrate, can't do it, gives it over. Sutherland, three on the way, rims out, no good. Logan Godby battles for the rebound. It was controlled by Bell, who promptly threw it out of bounds, and Coach Tim Piles can't believe it.
Yeah, it's getting kind of sloppy right now, as it was a slower type pace, Kevin, in the first half, even though a lot of points were up. Now it's starting to slow down a little bit. Speed up a little bit.
Lincoln basketball, Sutherland drives, Godby going to be whistled for a charge. That's her second and the team's fourth. 5:12 to go until halftime, and Lincoln County on top, 33-20. Napier checked in at the last dead ball. Now Shearer in for Godby.
But the Lady Pates like this pace. They like to get up and run. When they played down here the very first game of the season, it was run and gun and run and gun.
Wayne County trying to break the pressure, and Haley Criswell gets it into the front court and is tapped away by Napier, so it'll stay with the Lady Cardinals. And Lincoln County wants to really make hay and run whenever they can get out in transition. Criswell to trigger it in, gets it into to Hannah Jackson. Jackson picked up by Boyle. Lincoln in the man-to-man over the right side now to Taylor Bell. Bell puts a couple dribbles down, picks it up, gets it back to Jackson. Jackson over to Blevins. Blevins to the high post to Bell. Bell ball fakes, drives, kicks it over. Criswell, open three, no good. Battle for the rebound. Controlled by Hannah Jackson. Jackson goes up in traffic, puts it in.
Yeah, Jackson, much taller than Boyle on that time, just went up, tipped it to herself, and put it back up and in.
9 points for Jackson. Quickly the other way. Shearer gets it down low to Jenna King, who lays it in. And Jenna King with 10 points already. 4.5 to go. It's 35-22, Lincoln on top.
Yeah, Lincoln County's matching every time Wayne County scores.
And now doing a better job of almost baiting Wayne County into that over-the-top pass. They let the Lady Cardinals go down the sideline, and when they get in the front court, it appears that there's a Wayne County player open, but Lincoln really setting the trap right there. King couldn't control it, knocks it out of bounds, so Wayne County will trigger it in. That's Taylor Bell, right wing, to the high post, and Napier really defending it well. Ball goes out of bounds to Lincoln County.
A shout out to our fellow media friend Matt Overing, who has been here tonight as well. And Matt's headed back. Be safe. He's going to get back to the office and write up some stories. And give a shout out to Matt. Always does a great job.
He does an excellent job of giving exposure to high school basketball in this area, and we certainly appreciate that. Halfway through the second quarter, three on the way from Lincoln. Good.
Yes.
Trinity Shearer, her first bucket of the night is a three, and the Lady Patriots are now up 38-22. Halfway through the second, there's a reach-in foul at midcourt by Jenna King. That'll be her first and the team's fifth. And Lincoln with a few fouls to give here, Tim, but you don't want to see them foul out at half court. by Jenna King. It's 38-22. Lincoln County with the lead. 3:54 to go in the second. Criswell looking to trigger it in, gets it in front. Ball batted around, and on the floor, Jenna King goes after it. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession error will favor the Lady Cardinals, and Tim Piles just shrugs his shoulders like, why are we doing that? Because that was just an unforced error.
Absolutely. Now, Coach Eric Ralston helped me the other night call the game, and he was telling me that a player can slide on the floor as long as they don't try to get up. It's not traveling.
And Elaine, who just checked in, nice double team right there. She's going to be whistled for a foul. Tough call on that sophomore, her first and team 6. But, Tim, I thought she did a good job of being right there as soon as the opposing player was turned to steal the ball.
Does a great job on the defensive ball on the defensive end when she comes in off the bench.
Blevins with it out top. Tried to get it to Bell, and there's Emma King stepping in. She's going to be whistled for her second foul, and the team's 7th.
There's a little ticky-tack right there because I felt like, she stepped into the lane, made a little bit of contact, but, Wayne County came back and got the basketball, which they were allowed to do on the backcourt. It wouldn't have been a violation, and it was a little bit of a late whistle. It's going to send Wayne to the line.
Taylor Bell at the free throw line for the 1-and-1. Short and rebounded by Napier.
They almost forgot to get the rebound.
Yeah.
Lincoln did.
You get it to Emma King. King's going to go coast to coast and lay it in. Nobody stopped the ball. Emma King with her 8th point. 3:30 to go in the second. Timeout on the floor. Lady Patriots lead 40-22. This is Lincoln basketball on 102.
Do you eat nails for breakfast? Then you'll appreciate Kubota's Tough M-Series tractor. Available with 84 to 135 turbocharged horsepower, the M-Series has direct injection Kubota diesel engines, fully synchronized transmissions, B-speed turn, and ergonomic comfort cabs. The M-Series is one of the toughest, hardest working, most dependable mid-sized tractors on the planet. Kubota, everything you value. Come see your local Kubota dealer, Lawson Tractor and Implement on Highway 27 in Junction City.
Lincoln basketball, presented by McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company.
Lincoln County Lady Patriots enjoying their largest lead of the game right now, 40-22. 18-point lead for the Lady Patriots, trying to get to the finals tomorrow against Mercer County, and if they do, it sets up a rematch of last year's 12th Region Championship. Here's Kevin Bandera with 3:30 to go in the half.
Lincoln County going to back off the full court press now and settle in and play some half-court defense with an 18-point lead. Blevins into the front court. Angles to the right, picks up her dribble to the top of the key to Ashton Bell. Bell looking, puts a dribble down, gives it over now to Criswell. Criswell puts a couple dribbles down, picks it up, and gives it to Blevins. 3 on the way, back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound.
Crash.
And it was definitely crashing there. Jenna King with the ball. It looked like a mosh pit down there. We got a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Wayne County.
I've not seen a pit like that since my last Metallica concert. And I'll tell you what, there was more hands up in the air going to the basket right there. It was incredible. There had to be 5 or 6 people all going to the basket. That's a great call, Kevin, a mosh pit down there.
Cassie Bell with her first foul, the team's 9th, going to send Jenna King to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. And after this, Lincoln County will shoot the double bonus. 3:07 to go in the second quarter. King, front end of the 1-and-1. Ball is up and rattles home.
What a half Jenna has had.
Been great tonight. That's her 11th point. She is playing with just 1 foul. Jenna occasionally will pick up some foul or get in foul trouble, but has not tonight. Second free throw good. I also have her perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line. So
awesome.
20-point lead for the Lady Patriots with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Blevins drives, spins, gets to the elbow, floats it over the left side to Criswell. 3-pointer on the way. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound. There's Bell. Bell drives in. Scoop shot. No good. And nice rebound by Shear. Ripped it away from a Wayne County player to Sutherland. Down the floor, off the glass, no good. Napier with an offensive putback.
And the left hand putback for Zaria Napier. Puts it back up off the glass. Great job.
Boy, Lincoln County really crashing the offensive boards and have doubled up Wayne County. Here's Criswell with a 3. Her third one is still no good. Shearer rebound. Long down court pass to King, who got behind the defense, and Jenna King lays it in, and Coach Piles has seen enough. He's going to call a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Lady Patriots in control. 46-22 with 2:23 to go in the second. This is Lincoln basketball on 102.9 WPBK FM.
Since 1957, Durham's Grocery at 606 Lancaster Street in Stanford has been serving Stanford and the surrounding community with a full line of groceries, fresh meats, quality produce, and a full-service deli with homemade salads. They offer money orders and are also a payment center for KU, Atmos Energy, AT&T, and more. For fast, friendly service all the way to your car, Durham's Grocery is big enough to accommodate, small enough to appreciate. That's Durham's Grocery.
Insuring your future so you're covered day and night. With Johnson and Pullman Insurance, that feels right. Good times are up ahead, leave worries in the past. When you discover the perfect cover, the good times gonna last. Insuring your future so you're covered day and night. With Johnson and Pullman Insurance, that feels right.
Lincoln Basketball, presented by McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company.
2 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the half. Lincoln County out to a 24-point lead now. They've led the entire game, got out to a 3-0 lead, and never trailed. The score's never been tied. Kevin Bandura with 2:20 to go in the half. Lady Pates on top.
Blevins into the front court, swings it over to Bell. Taylor Bell with the ball now, picks up a dribble, right side to Ashton Bell. Bell back to Taylor Bell. Left side to Jackson. Jackson behind the back dribble, picks it up, hands it off to Burchett. Burchett will get to the top of the key and gives it over to Blevins. Lincoln in a man-to-man now. Blevins drives and is nearly batted away. King reaches in and got a jump ball. Boy, that's a lucky call for Lincoln County.
Pick up her foul.
I did too. She had one hand on the ball, and Burchett turned, and King still had her hand on the ball. It could have been a reach-in foul, but she'll take a seat now. Wilkes will re-enter the game with 1:55 to go, and Lincoln on top comfortably, 46-22.
Have to keep playing tough, though. Wayne County has that propensity to hit those threes. Have to keep playing tough. No empty sets.
Boyle drives, gives it over to Napier. Napier's going to go into the paint and is whistled for a charge.
Oh.
Lowered her shoulder. Call went against her there. Lincoln Faithful doesn't like it, and that's one of those scoreboard calls, I think, Tim.
Absolutely. So, Zaria's dad coming in a little while ago. Only man I know that's ever beat Tyson Gay in high school, as Reese did that when he was a senior. Tyson Gay was a junior.
46-22, a minute and a half to go in the second. Lincoln with the lead, and Napier bats it away and is going to beat her to the ball, and shot is up, and she's fouled. It's no good, but Napier just beat Taylor Bell to the basketball, and you mentioned the speed,
yes,
Tim.
Perfect timing.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
And her mom was a track athlete for us as well, was a high jumper.
I remember Napier played baseball, got in a rundown. He got in trouble and out of trouble and back into trouble before anybody could throw the baseball.
Yeah, he hit a single. He hit a double up midfield one time and slid into second. The ball hit him on the leg.
First free throw, no good. Second free throw was good. Napier with 3 points and Lincoln up 47-22. Blevins into the front court, minute 20 to go. Gets it to Bell. Bell drives on Wilkes, goes baseline, cut off, gives it over to Blevins. Blevins, wild shot, no good. Got her own rebound. Put back, won't go. Napier battling for the rebound. Blevins will get it to Lane. Anna Lane, long down court pass is intercepted, but she was fouled in the backcourt. Wild sequence there.
And the thing that we keep talking about, Kevin, and every coach will tell you, rebounding defense. We'll get the stats from Callie and Janet at half, but the rebounds for the Lady Pates have really been spot on tonight, offensively and defensively.
Well, I think both teams have rebounded, have had some opportunities at the offensive rebound as Lane misses her first free throw. But Lincoln County, you mentioned it, Tim, getting some offensive rebounds and some putbacks.
Coming up at halftime, we'll take a look at the all-region teams, first team, second team, and third team. Also the inductions into the Hall of Fame that happened right before this game.
Second free throw good, 1 minute to go in the second. Lincoln up 48-22. Blevins over to Bell. Bell now to Burchett. Burchett, top of the key, gives it back to Bell. Bell ball fakes, drives, Right side to Jackson. Jackson back to the high post to Bell. Bell tried to get it out top. They're swinging around. Little triangle offense. Three-pointer on the way and good.
Nice ball movement
From
that time.
Hannah Jackson.
It out.
12 points for Jackson. Lincoln quickly the other way. Sutherland's shot no good. Gets her own rebound in traffic. And behind her back over her head. That's a horse shot, Tim. That'll put you out of the game. And Sutherland hits the bucket.
The Lincoln bench they're laughing because, it was a comical shot.
And there's Blevins misses the close-in shot. Sutherland with the rebound, and she's hacked.
Let's go back and talk about that as we have a foul. We're going to walk down the other way and take some free throws. Haley Sutherland got the rebound, and it was like she was going away from the bucket and flipped it back up over her head and put it in, and you called it like a horse shot that you play and you challenge someone else. She just gave the entire Wayne County an HORSE.
Sutherland missed the first free throw. Took a pretty good shot to the chin down there. You can see her kind of working her jaw and maybe trying to work out some cobwebs too. Lincoln's going to get Haley Barnes and Lydia Rice into the game here with 18.9 seconds to go on top 50-25. And
just to give the starter, the other girls that came in some rest.
Glad you don't want to pick up a cheap foul here defensively either with 19 seconds to go. And but with a 25-point lead, there's not a lot of scenarios where you feel like you're in real danger here. Sutherland missed the first and hit the second. So now one last shot for this half for Wayne County. Blevins into the front court, 12 seconds. Left side to Burchett, back to Blevins, thought about a three. Now she'll get it back. Top of the key now, ball fake. Taylor Bell, guys, has her shot blocked by Shearer
Nice.
with 0.3 of a second to go. And Shearer, you mentioned, Tim, we were talking about her, just long,
Yes.
arms are long, and does a good job of anticipating where the ball's going. Three on the way, no good. And that's the way the half will end. Lady Patriots cruising 51-25 at halftime. You're listening. Right to left on your radio dial. Kevin Mander along with Tim Estes and Boyle with it on the left side. Skip pass over now to King. Over to Jenna King. King ball fakes, drives, goes in off the glass and good. And Jenna King picks up right where she left off in that first half. Now with 16 points.
Shout out to John and Terry King listening to us tonight, and they say, let's go, Lady Pates.
Jackson with it out to the top of the key. Swings over the left side to Burchett. That was Burchett's first points of the night. Down the low post to Blevins. Blevins goes one way, spins the other off the glass and good. Megan Burchett, that was Macy Blevins. Blevins with 7 points. 53-30 with a minute gone in this third quarter. Lady Patriots with a comfortable lead. Boyle with it. Lowers her shoulder, drives in. Runner short, no good. Rebounded by Taylor Bell. Bell to the right side to Jackson. Jackson out top to Blevins. Blevins over to Burchett, calling for it on the left wing to the high post to Bell. Bell drives, goes up, lays it in. Now we talked about cruising to a victory here, Tim, but you're going to have to defend. Can't sit around and let Wayne County get back in this thing.
Yeah, after leading by 26. Oh, nice backdoor cut, Kevin.
Yeah, good backdoor cut and a nice pass, but Emma King couldn't get the shot to go. Rebounded by Taylor. Up the floor to Jackson to Burchett, who lays it in. So just like that, 9-2 run here in this third quarter. We're just 2 minutes gone, and the lead is 53-34. Right side to King. King ball fakes, drives, gets by her man. Shot won't go. Got her own rebound, got knocked down.
How was that not a foul?
And Ashton Bell, it's off of her hands, but she really came through Jenna King to get the ball, and it will go out of bounds and stay with the Lady Patriots. 5:56 to go in the third. Lincoln on top, 53-34. In the corner to Wilkes, now to Boyle. Boyle back to Emma King, fires the three from behind the screen. It's no good. Jenna King, offensive weak side rebound. Kicks it over to Godby, long two. It's short, and there's King again battling for it. That's Emma King. It's no good. Rebounded finally by Wayne County. Wayne on the run. Jackson into the front court. Boyle forced a traveling call right there. She reached in, time. Burchett behind the screen, fires a long three, back iron, no good. Nice weak side rebound by Godby. Long down court pass to Emma King. King on the run, stop and pop from 15, back iron, no good. Wilkes, offensive rebound, no, and her shot is no good, but she's fouled. That will be the third foul on Taylor Bell.
Go back to that first. Go back to that previous play down the court, Kevin, when Maddie Boyle drove down and drew all the defense to her. 2 or 3 players came to her. She found a wide open Caitlin Wilkes on the side, who kissed it off the glass for a PBK bank shot to put Lincoln back out on 55-34 after Wayne County had gone on a 9-2 run.
Wilkes hits the first free throw to put her in double digits with points. Second free throw on the way, and it is good as well. 4:59 to go in the third. It's 57-34. Blevins with it in the backcourt. Brings it into the front court, picked up by Godby. Spins, goes over the left, and bounces it to Bell. Bell quickly picked up by Emma King. The high post to Jackson. Jackson swings it out to Burchett. Burchett back out top to Ashton Bell. .34.
Lincoln County has led the entire way, got out to a 3-0 lead as that free throw rolls in, and trying to hold on here and get back to another regional championship game tomorrow against Mercer County, who's already got the first spot in that championship tomorrow.
Free throw no good.
First free throw went in.
Was good. Second one, no good. So 4:25 to go, 57-35. Lincoln with the ball. Boyle with it, right wing. The old give and go down to Wilkes. Wilkes cut off, gets it back to Boyle. 3 on the way from the wing. Rattles in and out. Wilkes offensive putback is good.
Nice job. Logan Godby was right there too, but Wilkes just goes up and puts it right back up and in.
Halfway through the third, 59-35. Lincoln with a 24-point lead. Blevins into the front court, crosses over, gets the Bell. Bell drives, gives it to Burchett. 3 on the way from the wing. No good. Rebounded by Maddie Boyle. Lost it out of bounds. Took a little sneak peek down the floor, I think just a fraction too early.
AGE Engineering, proud sponsor of the Lincoln County Lady Patriots and all of sports at Lincoln County High School. For all your engineering needs, they are engineering your future.
Wilkes with a nice block and recovery of the basketball to give it back to Lincoln County. To Boyle, drives, never gets cut off until she gets to the basket. Can't get it to go, but she's fouled by Ashton Bell.
How about, go ahead.
3:45 remaining in the third, 59-35.
How about that spurt of speed from the three-point line down the lane? Maddie was blistering it down through there and didn't get the shot to fall, but she goes to the free throw line and hits the first one.
First free throw good. 8 points for Maddie Boyle tonight. Lincoln up 60-35, and I like what you said. There was a little hesitation at the three-point line, and then kicked it into another gear. Second free throw good.
That matches the largest lead.
Lincoln now up by 26 points, 61-35. Blevins into the front court, down the right side. Left side now to Burchett, way out by the volleyball line. Back to Blevins in the corner now to Jackson. Jackson looking, floats it out top to Burchett. Left side now to Bell. Bell ball fakes, drives, gets it down low into a double team and a traveling violation. Godby and Jenna King just held their ground right there, and Ashton Bell tried to split the double team and fell down and was whistled for traveling.
Thought the young lady right before that traveled, and Caitlin Wilkes did too. She gave the traveling sign, and then the next young lady that took it traveled.
Boyle drives, kicks it on the left side to Godby. Long two is good by Logan Godby. That's her first bucket of the night, Tim. Right side now, Jackson will fire a three. It's short, no good. Rebounded by King. Jenna King gets it to Boyle. Boyle into a double team, dribbles out of it. Into the front court, down the middle of the floor. Ball fakes, drives, gets it over to Wilkes. Can't get it to go, and she's fouled. And Tim, Ashton Bell just fouled out of the game.
Yeah, a nice job that time by Boyle again. She faked to the right, came right back to the left, found a wide open Caitlin Wilkes, who put it up. She was fouled, but going to go to the line to shoot two, and 5 more players coming in, and this could give Lincoln County some much-needed rest before the championship game tomorrow.
Wilkes will go to the free throw line. 2:56 remaining in the third quarter. It's 64-35. Ashton Bell has just fouled out, and the Lady Patriots will bring in Haley Sutherland, Trinity Shear, Anna Lane, and Zaria Napier to go along with Caitlin Wilkes is at the free throw line. Looks like Lydia Rice set to check in, or is that Barnes? Set to check in for Wilkes.
It's Lydia. It's Rice.
Tim, you think about this, 5 new players, but how much has Sutherland, Shearer, Napier, and Anna Lane played this year? It's like another platoon.
Yes. And we said it earlier, if you're wearing a number on Coach McWhorter's bench, you're going to get in. That's her motto. I mean, she says, you better be ready to play when I call that number.
I'm a little worried. My daughter's the manager, and she's sitting on the bench. She might get some action tonight. Nobody wants to see that.
Can she carry a golf club when she goes in?
Well, that would be her only chance, I think. 2:50 to go, 66-35. Wilkes hit both free throws. She'll take a seat, and it's Rice that checks in for her. Burchett back out top to Blevins. Blevins to the high post to Bell. Bell gets it down to the baseline to Criswell. Criswell back to the low post. Ball fake. Nice move that time.
Nice move
by Taylor Bell.
Nice move.
8 points for her, and it's 66-37 with 2.5 to go. Sutherland into the front court. Runner, short. Battle for the rebound. Rice gets it. Rice back to Shearer. Shearer drives. Tried to throw a skip pass to Napier. Napier was coming in to rebound, and Shearer throws it out of bounds. It'll go back to Wayne County.
Don't forget about the Explore Tech Engineering great exhibit down at the Lincoln County Public Library. Only down there for a few more days, and then it moves on to New Jersey. In fact, I believe tomorrow might be the last day.
Criswell's three was an air ball, rebounded by Sutherland. Nice pass down low to Napier. Napier's shot no good. Napier put a power dribble down there and then tried to go back up with it and got fouled. And, Tim, I think if she'd just gone straight up with it, she
Insuring your future so you're covered day and night with Johnson and Pullman Insurance that feels right. Good times are up ahead, leave worries in the past. When you discover the perfect cover, the good times gonna last. Insuring your future so you're covered day and night with Johnson and Pullman Insurance that feels right.
Making funeral arrangements in advance isn't hard, it's easy, and it's one of the greatest gifts that you can give your family. Contact McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company and request a personal planning session. With over 20 years of experience, funeral directors Kyle McKnight and Jamie Oakes can assist you in pre-planning the funeral service that reflects who you are now. Cemetery arrangements, a list of pallbearers, readings, musical selections, and other personal details. McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company. Family owned and committed to serving you with dignity.
Lincoln Basketball, presented by McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company.
Bell to that is Blevins that triggered in for Wayne County. Gets it into Burchett. Burchett back to Blevins in the corner. Three on the way. No good. Napier taps the rebound to herself. Lincoln up 72-40 with 35 seconds to go in the third. Anna Lane, three on the way, no good. Napier tracks down the rebound. Another offensive board for the Lady Patriots. Hands to Shearer. Shearer drives, spins over to Napier. She'll fire a three from the wing. It's no good. Anna Lane wades in and gets the rebound and loses it out of bounds. It'll go back to the Lady Cardinals with 20.1 seconds to go in the third.
A 3-point basket would have given Lincoln County the 35-point lead, and then the running clock would have ensued for the final quarter. Don't know that that's actually what they were shooting for, but they tried a couple of threes there.
Criswell in the corner with it for Wayne County. Back to the wing, swinging around the top to Blevins. Just hit one from there. To the high post, to Bell in the corner, to Jackson. Back out top, Blevins is going to fire another long three. It's no good, and rebounded by Napier. That's the end of the third quarter. Lady Patriots cruising 72-40. You're listening to Lincoln Basketball on 102.9 WPBK FM. Boyle into the front court, right side now. Emma King, three on the way from the wing. Good. Nice shot for Emma King, and give her 11 points on the night.
Thought that. All right, there's the running clock. Was it a three-pointer?
No, it was, but they had the wrong score on the board. It's now 74-40. As it was, they had 72, but it was actually 71. So Lincoln missed shot. Emma King going to fire a three. This one's no good. Rebounded by Wayne County. Blevins gets a rebound, floats it up to Criswell. Criswell to the middle of the floor. Goes all the way coast to coast. Wild shot, no good. Burchett able to control the rebound. Gets it back and fire a three from the wing. This one's good.
All right, so now we knew that Wayne County could hit the threes like that, KB. The problem is they're coming a little too late.
Boyle into the front court. 1 minute gone here in this fourth quarter. Lincoln up 74-43. Boyle going to split the double team, goes into traffic, loses a handle on it out of bounds, so it will go back to Wayne County.
Well, Lincoln County, Kevin, get this, is 48.9% from the field through the first three quarters. Only 2 out of 10 from the three-point line, but they've not had to hit many three-pointers.
Lots of offensive rebounds tonight as well. Taylor Bell drives. It's no good. Rebounded by Lincoln County. Boyle up to Godby. Godby down the low post to Wilkes. Turns around, lays it in.
You mentioned the rebounds. Lincoln County out-rebounding Wayne County 36-12. That was after three quarters.
Bell has her shot blocked by Boyle, controlled by Wilkes. Back to Boyle, 76-43, 6:20 to go. In the corner, Godby. Back to Wilkes. Wilkes over to Boyle. Boyle drives, kicks it over. Emma King fires a three. It's an air ball. Rebounded by Criswell. Criswell hands to Blevins. Up the court to Jackson. Jackson back to Blevins. Back to Jackson on the right wing. 2 minutes gone. Criswell open three. No good. Tapped around. Controlled by Bell. Bell's shot no good. Battle for the rebound. Controlled by Blevins. Blevins' shot is no good. And finally knocked out of bounds by Jackson to Lincoln County. And couple of offensive boards there for Wayne County.
Lincoln County had 16 offensive rebounds after three quarters, 36 rebounds total, 11 assists, 9 steals, 3 blocks, and 11 turnovers. What a What a line of stats for the Lady Pates, and 5 more players getting ready to come in.
Cassie Bell checks in for Wayne County. Emma King with it right side. Ball fakes, drives, goes up, floater, charge.
Charging call.
Third foul on Emma King. Team's second of this half.
Little Caesars Pizza, hot and ready for you in the Lincoln Plaza down in Stanford. Be sure to check them out. They just been a great sponsor all year long, Kevin. They take care of us during football season, basketball season, and we're just so thankful for Little Caesars sponsorship. Little Caesars, pizza.
Lane, Napier, Shearer, Sutherland, Rice in the game for Lincoln County. 3 on the way from Wayne County. No good. Offensive rebound by Criswell. Goes up. Rice tried to block it. Couldn't get it. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound. Picked up by Sutherland. Sutherland back in the backcourt to Shearer. 5:20 to go. 76-43. Lincoln on top. Shearer spins. Gives it over to Rice. Rice back to Sutherland. Sutherland drives. Back to Shearer. Shearer drives. Floater in the paint. Good.
So it should be the running clock now at 35.
78-43. Lincoln on top. Shearer's bucket puts the Lady Patriots up 35. Skip pass over the right side to Burchett. Burchett drives in the paint. It will roll in.
Nice ring around the rim right there as it went around and around and around.
10 points for Burchett on the night. Quickly get it down the floor to Napier. Her shot no good. Bell, Cassie Bell that is, with the rebound. Falls to the ground and gets it to Blevins. Blevins into the front court. Stops, gets it in the corner. 3-pointer on the way. Good by Hannah Jackson, and she's got 15 points tonight.
She had a nice night against Lincoln County the first game.
You know, Wayne County with 3 players in double figures, Tim, but really not much scoring outside of those 3 players. You got Blevins with 10, Burchett with 10, and Hannah Jackson with 15. Shearer over down the right side to Napier. Napier brings it back out. Left side to Shearer. Shearer puts a couple dribbles down, gets to the high post to Sutherland, splits a double team, goes up, can't get it to go, but she's fouled. I believe it's going to go against Criswell. If so, that'll be her first and the team's 5th, and Napier will go to the free throw line for 2. Sutherland.
Well, Lincoln County, by virtue of where they are in the bracket, they will be the visiting team again tomorrow. So they'll wear the blue uniforms tomorrow. Mercer County.
Never know, they might drag out those throwback red uniforms, Tim.
They could. Mercer County is on the top end of the bracket, so they will be the home team tomorrow. And then Lincoln County will be in blue tomorrow.
First free throw, no good. Second one rolls in for Sutherland. 79-48, 3:35 to go. Right side to Jackson. Jackson skip pass on the left side to Burchett. Over to Blevins. Has it batted away by Napier and goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Wayne County.
I don't know how many times you think there's been a running clock in a semifinal regional game. Probably not very many
not
times.
Too many. Right side, 3-pointer on the way from Jackson. It's good. So Hannah Jackson hits her 4th 3 of the game. Brings the score to 79-51 on a running clock with 3 minutes to go. Shearer angles to the right. Gets by her man, goes baseline, gives it to Napier in the corner. Back out top to Lane. Lane drives, kicks it over. Rice, long 2, good.
Got it. Everyone scored the other night. Lydia had a shot right at the end, and now all of the Lady Pates have scored in the 12th region tournament.
Left side to Burchett. Right side to Jackson. Jackson out top to Blevins. Blevins back to Burchett. 3 is blocked by Shearer, but goes right to Cassie Bell. Well, first free throw from Cassie Bell is good. Her first point of the night. 2:24 remaining in regulation. Lady Patriots cruising to have another appearance in the 12th Region Championship game. Second in as many years, and the opponent will be the same, Mercer County. We can only hope the result will be different.
Yeah, in the 7 years that Coach McWhorter, she's starting her 7th year. She's been regional runner-up, regional champ, region semifinals, and region runner-up.
So 5 out of her 7 years, she's had an appearance in the title game in the 12th region.
That's pretty daggone good. 5 out of 7. Regional runner-up in 10 and 11. Regional champ in 12 and 13. Semifinals in 14 and 15, and then region runner-up last year.
Stolen by Jackson. Gets it to Cassie Bell. She has her pocket picked by Anna Lane, but you're going to catch Anna Lane with the foul. Clock winding down under a minute 50, down to minute 45 and running. Now it will stop with 81-52 the score. Second foul on Lane. Team's fourth. First free throw from Cassie Bell is good. So this group of seniors, Logan Godby and Jenna King, Tim, have had a pretty good tournament run in their careers.
Absolutely, and you know, a lot of them were on that 8th grade when they played as 8th graders. Shout out to Mama B. McGuffey listening to us tonight as well.
Long down court pass from Shears, knocked out of bounds by Bell, and it'll stay with the Lady Patriots. 81-54. Minute 33 to go, and the clock running here. Shear to trigger it in. Looking for help. Tried to bounce it in low to Barnes. Is stolen away. Blevins with it now. Blevins into the front court. Goes all the way to the paint. Shot off the glass.